This player I am talking about is often known as one of the biggest what-ifs in English footballer history. Imagine being third in the Ballon d'Or at just 21 years old. That's how good he was. If that is not convincing enough, Sir Bobby Charlton himself said he was the greatest football player that he had ever seen. The player I am talking about is Duncan Edwards. A football player's journey ended by the fate. He was really good at football from a young age. He proved it in 1952, when he signed for Manchester United when he was 16. The same year he claimed the record for the youngest player to ever appear in English First Division at just 16 years old and 184 days. He also held the record for the youngest player to appear in England's national team at 18 years and 183 days, the record which held for almost 43 years when Michael Owen claimed it in 1998. He was popular for his abilities in both defensive and attacking. He had the ability to play in any position and be really good at it. By the age of 21, he had already appeared for Manchester United for 177 times, winning 2 league championships, 3 FA Cups and FA Cup runners-up medal, and he also had appeared for England 18 times, as English champions of 1956 and 1957 with Manchester United became the first English side to play in the European Cup. And Edwards thrived against the best players in Europe, helping United reach the semi-final, which they lost to the Real Madrid, who then later became the champions. In 1957, when he was 21 years old, he became the third in the European Footballer of the Year poll behind the winner Alfred Di Stefano and runner-up Billy Wright. He also became the third in the Ballon d'Or also, which shows you how good he was at this age. 1958 February 5th. On that day, Manchester United had a game against Red Star Belgrade in the European Cup to qualify for the semi-finals in the tournament. Having won 2-1 versus them earlier, this time, they managed to draw the game 3-3, securing the European Cup semi-finals. But little did they know, this happened to be the last game of Duncan Edwards and 7 other of his teammates. 1958 February 6th. On the way back from Belgrade, United's plane stopped to refuel in Munich. With the amid snow and ice, United's plane aborted the takeoff twice, and the passengers returned to the terminal. Edwards assumed they would stay overnight and even sent a telegram to his landlady saying, "All flights cancelled, flying tomorrow, Duncan." But the pilots decided to make one final attempt to take off, which ended in a crash, taking the lives of 23 people, including 7 Manchester United players. Duncan Edwards had terrible injuries, with damaged kidneys, broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and more. He bravely held his life for the next 15 days, before saying the final goodbye to the world. On February 21st, Duncan Edwards passed away.